I literally cannot believe what I just read. This is a massive update coming straight out of the front office as the regular season reaches its boiling point. A huge roster move involving a dynamic new running back and a promising linebacker has just been finalized, and it completely changes the landscape for the final showdown. Before we break down every single detail of this move, I need you to do something extremely fast for me. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a beat of our coverage, and right now, drop a comment below with your name and the city you are watching from. We want to see how far the purple and gold pride is reaching today. Hold on tight because this is going to be a deep dive. The Minnesota Vikings are officially bracing to close out their intense season against the Green Bay Packers, and they have made a potentially telling roster decision with Sincere McCormick. This is a move that has sent ripples through the league, especially considering the dramatic fashion in which it went down. We have confirmed through league sources and official announcements that the Vikings signed Sincere McCormick to their practice squad on December 31st. But the story behind this signing is where things get truly wild. According to reports from Aaron Wilson, Sincere McCormick was actually stranded at the Chicago O'Hare Airport overnight while on his way to try out for the New York Jets. Imagine being stuck in an airport thinking your next home is the Big Apple, only to have the Vikings swoop in at the absolute last minute, secure you a flight to Minneapolis, and sign you before the Jets could even get you into their building. This level of aggressiveness from Kevin O'Connell in the front office shows exactly how high they are on this player's potential. To make room for this addition, the Vikings had to make a difficult choice, and they decided to waive linebacker Austin Keys. This is a significant move because Austin Keys was a rookie undrafted free agent who had actually shown some real flashes of talent, appearing in 11 games this season and even recording a sack on a limited number of defensive snaps. Sincere McCormick brings a very specific physical profile to the Vikings backfield that they might be missing right now. Standing at 5'9" and weighing in at a stout 215 pounds, Sincere McCormick is described as a bigger back who can handle the physical toll of late-season football. If we look at his history, Sincere McCormick was a star at UTSA, where he left as a highly decorated prospect before joining the Las Vegas Raiders as an undrafted free agent. During his time with the Raiders, Sincere McCormick really turned heads, especially in 2024 when he rushed for 183 yards on 39 carries across just 5 games. That 4.7 yards per carry average is exactly the kind of efficiency Kevin O'Connell loves in his zone running scheme. Since leaving Las Vegas, Sincere McCormick has bounced around, spending time with the Arizona Cardinals, San Francisco 49ers, and most recently, the Denver Broncos. In Denver, Sincere McCormick was brought in specifically because they needed a physical presence after losing J.K. Dobbins to a season-ending injury. Now Sincere McCormick lands in Minnesota at a time when the injury report is looking quite crowded. The Vikings are dealing with significant ankle concerns for their star starter, Aaron Jones, and his primary backup, Jordan Mason. With Jordan Mason already missing the Week 17 clash against the Detroit Lions, the depth chart was looking thin behind Ty Chandler and Xavier Scott. By bringing in Sincere McCormick, the Vikings are buying themselves insurance for a game against the Packers that carries massive implications for the NFC North standings and playoff seeding. The decision to cut Austin Keys is the other side of this coin. Austin Keys was not just some random body on the roster. The Vikings had invested nearly $250,000 in guaranteed money to sign him as a priority UDFA. Austin Keys had played 191 snaps on special teams, proving his worth as a high-motor player. However, the immediate need for backfield depth outweighed the developmental potential of Austin Keys at this specific moment. It is expected that if Austin Keys clears waivers, the Vikings would love to bring him back to the practice squad, but that is a gamble they are currently taking. When you analyze the tactical impact, Sincere McCormick offers a different look than Ty Chandler. While Chandler is a speedster who can hit the edge, Sincere McCormick is built to grind out the tough yards between the tackles, which is vital when the weather turns cold in the Midwest. The history between the Vikings and the Jets adds another layer of intrigue here, especially since these two teams have been linked in recent trades, including the deal that helped Minnesota land J.J. McCarthy. Stealing Sincere McCormick from under the Jets' nose is a small victory for the Vikings scouting department. From a financial perspective, signing Sincere McCormick to the practice squad is a low-risk, high-reward move. If Aaron Jones or Jordan Mason cannot go, Sincere McCormick provides a veteran-style presence despite his limited regular season action. He understands how to read blocks in a pro-style offense and has the vision to succeed in O'Connell's system. We must also consider the long-term roster construction. The Vikings are constantly evaluating talent for the 2025 season, even while competing in 2024. Sincere McCormick is only 25 years old, meaning he could potentially compete for a permanent roster spot next training camp if he shows well in the final weeks of this season. On the defensive side, the loss of Austin Keys might hurt the special teams unit in the short term, but Kevin O'Connell seems confident that other players can step up to fill those 191 snaps of production. The Vikings are currently navigating a complex salary cap situation, and every roster move is calculated to ensure they have the best possible 53-man roster for a deep run. The arrival of Sincere McCormick is a testament to the team's never-sleep approach to scouting. Even when a player is on his way to a rival's facility, the Vikings are willing to intervene if they believe the talent upgrade is there. As we look ahead to the Packers game, keep a close eye on the practice reports. If Sincere McCormick is elevated to the active roster on Saturday, it is a clear sign that Aaron Jones or Jordan Mason are not 100%. The Vikings have built a culture of next man up, and Sincere McCormick is now the latest piece of that puzzle. Meanwhile, we will be watching the waiver wire closely to see if another team, like the Chicago Bears, now led by Ben Johnson, decides to take a chance on Austin Keys. The NFL is a business of narrow margins, and today those margins led Sincere McCormick to Minneapolis and Austin Keys to the open market. This move highlights the urgency within the Vikings organization to finish the season strong and secure their place among the elite in the NFC. Stay tuned as we continue to track Sincere McCormick and his integration into the offense, as well as the future destination of Austin Keys.